Hey, I'm Tyler Posey, and I am on FrConventions. My first day on the Teen Wolf set was the lacrosse scene. So it was me, Coach Styles, and then Allison and Lydia were in the stands, and so I guess Jackson was there too because he was on the team. I wasn't a werewolf yet, but it was very cold. We were filming in Georgia, and it was when we filmed that scene. We weren't actually filming the whole first episode yet. We were only filming half of it. So we filmed half of the first episode. I was 18 years old, and then we waited about 8 months, and then filmed the rest of the first season. So that was the first scene that we ever did. It was on the lacrosse field, and it was freezing. And it's when Coach throws me in goal, I think. Maybe I was a werewolf? I can't remember. Maybe I was a werewolf, and it's when I first started showing my skills. And I think he throws me in goal, and I'm like really good, or I'm really bad. Maybe I'm good. I think I was a werewolf at that point. I think I was a werewolf. I think. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I was really good. Love. You know? I think that we genuinely, really love each other, and I think that we respect one another a lot, and it's just it's easy with everybody. I look up to them, I think some of them look up to me, and we just kind of, I don't know, we just fit. Our personalities, we're all so different, and I think that's what helps make a friend group, We're all so different, but we just laugh constantly with each other, and I think we just have a really good balance of knowing when to be there for each other and have serious conversations, but also laughing. And it's just great to be able to do that with your coworkers and have that dynamic. And yeah, I think we were meant to be with each other, Oh man, I didn't feel pressure. I wanted it. I wanted to be the leader. I knew that for some reason, even though I was 18 years old, I knew that I was going to be the leader, and I knew how I wanted to do it. I had a very clear vision, and it felt very spiritual. It felt like it was my purpose, part of my purpose on this world and in this life, to be that leader on Teen Wolf. And I really felt like it helped set sort of a bar or a precedence for everybody else. And I kind of made it so that the tone on set was like, yeah, serious, and we got our work done, but like it was also so much fun, and we laughed constantly and joked around with each other, and there was just a great balance of being serious but also not being serious, and that's what I wanted to implement. And so no, I don't think I didn't feel any pressure. I put pressure on myself, but it wasn't outside pressure. I knew the task that I wanted to complete, and I knew how to do it. And sometimes I sacrificed a little bit of my own needs to make sure that the greater good was, good. But yeah, I think maybe I put a little bit of pressure on myself, but I loved it. I loved that position. Prepare? I mean, I don't think we prepared at all. I think that we just acted, and that's that's we had good chemistry. We all had, like I said, we all had a lot of fun with one another, and we're there for each other. And it just created a good bond between everybody, and I think it showed on screen, you know. And so yeah, I mean, we were all there from the very beginning, and it's a bond that is sort of unbreakable. And we all, me, Dylan, Crystal, Tyler, Holland, and Colton, that core 6. You know, we really went through stuff together that a lot of the other later actors, whether, I mean, even, you know, like Shelley and Max and everybody else, you know, it was hard. It's not hard, but like the 6 of us just started earlier and went through everything together. And so I think, you know, in terms of Scott and Allison, that's readable on screen, you know. But we didn't like prepare that. It just kind of happened naturally. Yeah, I mean, he was amazing. You know, I think I wanted to make sure that every new person coming to work with us felt welcomed and felt like they were part of a family. Because yeah, we created quite the bond between, you know, the main actors, and I didn't want anybody coming on the show to feel intimidated and feel like they couldn't be themselves. I know that there's always going to be an aspect of feeling nervous and whatever, but I wanted to make sure that we did the most that we could as the leads to make everybody feel at home and feel welcomed, and also give them the best performances, you know what I mean, and push the new people to be the best that they can be, you know, because if we're always on our game, that's going to make them step it up. And so with Cody, I mean, his work speaks for itself, you know. He's a great actor and he has really great choices, and so he fit in perfectly, you know. And he knows how to laugh with us too. So yeah, we had an amazing time. I think honestly, I really love Scott and Deaton. I love their storyline and their relationship with one another, and it's just such a really cool, you know, he's like a father figure to Scott, you know, through the human side, but also through the supernatural side. You know, he watches over him, and their dynamic is just so interesting. And Seth is such an awesome actor, and yeah, that's my favorite part. I think about Teen Wolf and Beacon Hills is Seth, his character, and sort of all the mysteries that he knows, and the relationship that he has with Scott. I think is just, you know, it's so layered. And I think it's really, really, really cool. Yeah, I mean, I think I just want to showcase what we go through as adults, you know, whether it's depression, losing a loved one. I know that, you know, they have already dealt with that on Teen Wolf. You know, relationship stuff, miscarriages, you know, pregnancy. You know, going to therapy. What else? Yeah, I think a lot of it. I think there's a lot of stuff there that you can choose from. And yeah, I just want to honor the fans that grew up with us. You know, because they started out as kids and now they're all adults and are going through the stuff that you know, everybody goes through. And I wanna you know, make them feel that they can relate still to Teen Wolf.